All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to our first Coffee Talk Live. I'm going to kind of wait a moment for some people to join, but I wanted to invite everyone, grab a cup of coffee, kind of get comfy, maybe grab your favorite snack, and then we'll start here in a few. All right. So we'll kind of get started here as everyone's kind of filing in and joining. Basically, what this is all about today is this is going to be our first coffee talk. To introduce myself a little bit more, my name's Morgan. I'm their physician assistant here with Ooh La La. I've been here with the team for about a year and a half now, and I offer anything from like our lasers, our energy-based devices. I also do a lot of the Botox injections, and I'm training with Dr. Jacobs currently on fillers. I've had a lot of hands-on hours of training with Dr. Jacobs and alongside some of our reps for the devices, and absolutely love getting to meet all of our patients and kind of helping them through their aesthetic journey. Back in the day, Dr. Jacobs would actually kind of hop on Facebook Live and kind of talk about a different topic in the aesthetic world or just about something we do here at Ooh La La, and we wanted to kind of bring that tradition back. So we're calling this Coffee Talk with Morgan. We're going to aim for about like once a month, and maybe I'll talk about a different topic or have like a special guest and kind of show you a little bit about what we do here so you guys can kind of get to know us a little bit better. But get comfy, grab your favorite drink, and we'll kind of get started. Today for our first episode, we're talking all about like our skin and body philosophy and talking about how we come up with customized treatment plans for individual patients. This is something we really stand by here. Whether you're an established patient with us who has been in and maybe heard about our skin and body philosophy, or whether you're new, we always kind of invite you to come in for a consultation first. This is really that first starting point on your aesthetic journey and can kind of help you figure out what you need and tailor a treatment plan to you. So we here at Ooh La La, we have our skin and body philosophy. This is kind of like our motto for your best healthy aging in a sense. Dr. Jacobs actually created this philosophy to, again, help us build custom treatment plans for you. And actually behind me on the wall, we have our little poster here, and this kind of outlines that philosophy. So we say we spell skin differently, and we spell it with a C. So our S is going to start with skincare. Our C stands for collagen stimulation. That I is more of like the injectables that we do here. We offer different nutritional things as our N, and then we also do a bunch of body treatments as well here. And so we created this philosophy again to kind of talk about your best healthy aging and come up with a treatment plan for you. And what does that mean necessarily? A lot of times patients will come in and, we have different goals. We will kind of assess your skin with our Vizia. We'll kind of come up and talk about like, what are some of the things we want to treat and achieve basically. And a lot of the times I really wish there was, one treatment that did it all. That would be amazing. But that's always not necessarily how it works. So a lot of the times I like to use the analogy to kind of explain that, the aging process doesn't happen in a day, so we can't anti-age you in a day. So a lot of the times this is a long-term treatment plan, and that's really what gets you the best results. So each of our treatments that we offer here obviously targets something different. But a lot of the times, just from our experience, we know that these treatments work well when they are blended together. So we'll recommend a little bit of something probably in each category here to kind of get you to where you want to be. So I'm going to dive a little bit deeper into like what each of these sections mean. So to kind of start out with our S category. Our S starts with skincare. 80% of the battle is what you are doing at home. We only get to see you in the office about 20% of the time. And so what you're doing at home with your daily skincare really does play a huge part in your results. Here at Ooh La La, we offer two different medical grade lines. We offer Skin Medica and Color Science. And these are two brands that we have been with for anywhere from like 10 to 15 years. They really are our tried and true. And we stand by these products because they're medical grade. And what that means basically is both of these brands go through so much clinical testing to be able to prove that they're going to do what they say they're going to do. I kind of say, you could pull any product off the shelf at Sephora or CVS and it says it's going to help with your fine lines and wrinkles, but do we really know if it's doing anything? Not necessarily. What's so great about these lines is they cannot even make the claim to help with your fine lines or help reduce pigmentation on the skin if they don't have studies to back it up. So that's why we love these brands. We really rely on them. And we also call them like your insurance for your in-office treatments. You're doing all these big lasers or these injectables, but if you're not taking care of your skin at home, you're not going to get the best results and your results may not last as long. So we'll always start with a good at-home skincare routine. We'll kind of go over, what products you're using at home to start with. And maybe we just start by trickling in a few at a time and kind of working your way up to developing a good treatment plan at home. So that's our S for skincare. We'll kind of jump down to the C. So C stands for collagen stimulation, and this is something we are super, super big on here at Ooh La La. Collagen is basically like that main protein in your skin. It gives your skin its structure. And as we age, of course, our collagen production declines, and that's what causes like the fine lines, the wrinkles, the skin sagging, all the things we don't want to kind of start. I think they say collagen production even starts declining from the age of 18, which is awful. And so we're trying to combat that here. A lot of our laser treatments, things like microneedling, are all centered around how can we stimulate your body's own natural collagen production. And a lot of the times these are more of a series of treatments. We know that collagen production works better in a series, and it's that repetitive stimulation that gives you those best results. So a lot of the times, depending on whether it's skin texture that you're experiencing, we want to help pore size, pigment on the skin is something we definitely treat here. Fine lines, wrinkles, anything like that. We can recommend different collagen stimulating treatments to kind of help you towards your goals. And to explain kind of how this fits in with maybe like your injectables and different things that we offer as well. Injectables more are kind of treating that mattress layer in a sense, whereas collagen stimulation is more of like we're treating the sheets. So sometimes, patients will come in, they're like, I just want my Botox, and we're treating that mattress. We can get you good results, but if your sheets on top are still crinkled and, wrinkled, then we're not going to get the best results out of that. So combining even things like injectables with our collagen stimulation, with our skincare, is all going to kind of hit on all of those levels in the skin and really give you that better transformation. And then we'll kind of jump down to the I, which is our injectables. We offer different things like Botox, Dysport, Daxxify. These are all the categories of what we call like neuromodulators. And these are, think of them as like your wrinkle relaxers. So most common areas are up in between the brows, the forehead, in the crow's feet, and we can even actually do a lot in the lower face now with something like a Botox to help relax those wrinkles. It basically helps prevent that scrunch, which causes those deeper set wrinkles. So that's something we also offer here and something we can talk about to kind of get you to your goals. And then other injectables we offer, things like filler. Filler is more of like a volume replacement in a sense. So think of replacing lost volume in the cheeks or in the mid-face. as we age, everything starts to kind of decline and go down with gravity. And so our goal is, how can we bring that back up? We do a lot of filler in the cheeks and the mid-face, also within the lips and that sort of thing, to help contour the face, give you back that youthfulness that you had in the past. We're so big on making sure you feel natural too. That's something we really harp on here. We will never let you leave feeling overdone or not like yourself. We're really just trying to make you feel like your younger self, not someone that you never were, in a sense. So that's something we also offer here. We also do different injections, things like Kybella, which can help with like unwanted fat under the chin, and Sculptra, which is an injectable that actually stimulates collagen, which is a lot of fun. And then we'll talk about nutrition a little bit. So here at Ooh La La, we do offer a line of medical grade supplements. And these are all supplements that are third-party tested. They go through a lot of clinical studies, just like our skincare. And so we know they work and can kind of help you along on your wellness journey. So that's also something we can talk about here during a consultation. And then we'll kind of jump to body. Body is something that we forget about a lot. Patients don't realize that we are able to do a lot of treatments on the body here. So we offer things like Cool Sculpting. Cool Sculpting is a treatment that's FDA approved to treat stubborn and unwanted fat. And it's more of a body sculpting. So we do a lot of that as well. And we also can do lasers. So things like skin tightening, resurfacing on the body. We can even do like diamond glows to the body to kind of hydrate and exfoliate the skin. These are all things in our wheelhouse that we have to help you along on your aesthetic journey. And to kind of like finalize what we just talked about here, basically each of these categories, covers a little bit about what we do here at Ooh La La. Together, blending some of these treatments really gives you your best results. One treatment is not a one-size-fits-all. It really is sometimes more of a long-term plan that we'll recommend for you. And because we know that, like from experience, blending these treatments over time is going to give you that bigger transformation, basically. So I feel like this is a good time to kind of talk about, like, you may ask, this sounds like a lot, right? Like, how can I make this work for me and my lifestyle? And that's something that we are educated on. We will always work with you. We'll kind of recommend, like, hey, what do we think will be best to get you to your goals? But we are so used to working with any budget, any lifestyle. I'll quote Dr. Jacobs' book. She, had a certain set of patients where maybe one person was a minimalist, maybe someone just wanted a little refresh, and then there's always that patient that, you're ready for it, you want it all. And so we are able to customize that skin and body treatment plan based on your goals, based on like your experience in aesthetics, and based on a budget. And a great thing to talk about too is our Path membership, actually. So this is a way almost to kind of bank your funds towards your treatment. We have a couple of different options. The more you bank, basically the more you save. And it's kind of a way to slowly bank your funds towards some of these treatments that we talked about in your long-term plan, and just kind of helps, take the load off. Feel like you're not having to shovel out a bunch of money every time you come here, and makes it a little bit more like affordable and able to be done by everybody. So that's something we offer here as well, to slowly bank funds towards your treatment, but our members also get the best perks. So that's also something that we can kind of recommend for you. And then when it comes to the skincare, we offer things like our auto ship. So auto ship is a program that we actually ship like some of our best-selling products to you guys every 6, 10, 12 weeks, whatever it be. And that gives you a little bit of some savings off of those products, but also helps with consistency. So I have a lot of people who are like, I'm really bad with following a skincare routine. How can I keep up with doing these products? I'd probably recommend an auto ship. It really keeps and holds you accountable, but makes it a little bit more affordable for you as well. And that's something that we package up ourselves. Actually, our office manager does that as well. And maybe that's something we'll kind of talk about in a future coffee talk as well. But that's a little bit about our skin and body philosophy. We always invite, if you're somebody who's new to us, we invite you, that first step is to come in for a consultation and, we'll analyze your skin. It's always hard to figure out, like, there's so many different treatments out there, like what's going to be best for me, but let us do that job for you. We'll invite you in and we'll come up with a good treatment plan for you. And then even if you're an established patient, but it's been a while since maybe we've, come up with a fresh plan for you, we can always kind of do like a reconsultation and come up with like maybe a year plan for the year to come. So that's pretty much all I kind of have for today. If you're interested in scheduling a consultation, you can always give our office a call at 618-288-9117. And going forward, our goal is to do this probably about like the second Friday of every month, where I'll be sitting down, we'll have a new topic each week. Maybe I'll have a guest with me, or we'll be kind of moving about the office. And this is just kind of a way to, sit down, get to know each other a little bit better, and talk about things we do here at Ooh La La. All right. If there's no other questions or anything that's come in, we'll kind of wrap it up for today, but we'll look forward to seeing you the next time.